Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Pond. Rolling out to Durban, mouth a pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, huh? I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a bitha.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. Yeah. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out the bar.
On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And away we go in Glendale. Josh Downs to return it. Escapes the defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Connect. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he starts us off with a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down coming up.
Cool thing about a drive starting a run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Okay, ready?
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Back to throw now. Into traffic, complete! And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Come on. 60,
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's cut by Harrison. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go check. Go pump.
First carry now for Kyron Williams. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that will take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
19, Charger, 19.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Ready.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with second down. He's going to throw it. Oh, try forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
At their own 47-yard line.
First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. On the ground, this is Damian Martinez. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
And the Saints, first down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. From the gun, it's Leonard. Throw right side, cut by Olave. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Running is Martinez. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here's Martinez. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
When you get stuff like that on a second down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a first down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. And now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Downs on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10.
Now that. Check, smash. Check. Go.
Here's Williams to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And they get to him again. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, It can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
It's his running back. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish.
Benson has him knocked free, and the Saints grab it. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble. If there was a metaphorical panic button over there right now, partner, I feel like this would be the time to press it.
And you know me, I take the elevator right down to the field and press it now.
And this defense, man, they have seized on the opportunity that's been presented to them early.
And here's what happens with defenses. Once they feel an offense is loose with the ball, this poor ball security, they're going to be ripping and clawing and tearing for it all game long. That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Martinez from the pistol. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
They go with a design keeper. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Not the biggest gain, but exactly what they needed. Just get the first down and keep this drive rolling.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Saints.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. You put a receiver in motion left. Now Martinez. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Leonard. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force them into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the start of the second. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. He brings it in. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that will add to their score.
Dude, I call that a win win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead. But you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Here we go. Check. Ready.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
Ready.
Throwing from the gun. He has it at the 5. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals start to fight back for their first points in this game. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I know.
And the kick is no good. The snap was off the mark, and that leads to a miss hit on the point after. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Leonard. Completed to his running back. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Here's a give to Martinez. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Leonard to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him out to pick up the 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Let's go now.
Now run with Martinez. He cuts it back right. The Saints now lead by 10. Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints drive their lead to 11. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Ready?
And off to Benson to start the drive. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
And 7 at the 36-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Here we go.
Here's a throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Go. Go.
They'll toss it here to Benson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
Get it. Get it.
They'll throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 from the 43. Tough play right side. Benson. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
With all these collisions, these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4.
Let's go now. Liking 18.
Back to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be right up against that line that they need him. Make it third and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Ready.
Here he is on third and short. It's on target to Williams. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19.
Throwing now off the play action. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. So after the penalty, here's first and 15.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
Looking to throw here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Okay, break.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Come on, come on. Set.
Sticking to the air here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Along the right sideline, there's space. Into the end zone he goes. Pick 6 and a New Orleans touchdown.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, we just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints push their lead to 18. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. Making some progress here. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
32 yards line.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Let's go.
Back to work they go after the interception. That one finds Josh Downs. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Benson on 1st and 10. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Up in the air here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jonas Sinker. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
See how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Now it's Leonard. This is complete to Olave. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Could not evade him. That was Cody Simon. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was...
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked! They can advance it now, picked up inside the 30.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick. Let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Here we go.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Setting up to throw. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw. Taking a shot deep here. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing here just before halftime. Fits it through the middle. Now this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. On first down, they'll run. Give him a couple on that carry. Second down coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Out of the gun, it's Leonard. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run here on first down. He rocked by a man. He's in the clear. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints continue piling onto this lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Downs on the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Ready, go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. And they are all the way into that red zone. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the red zone now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Dropping back to throw. Caught near the goal line. And This is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back now, pressure coming. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals start the second half with some needed points. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And the Cardinals telling their offense to stay out there. We got a 2-point attempt coming here.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they pick him off again. Danny Stutzman comes up with it. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter it.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. On the return, here's Palmer. Showing a little burst so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. Leonard setting up the throw. That's caught. He found some space. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally...
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
Complete to Alvin Ross St. Brown. It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
6 yards to go here. It's third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinals.
To the air on third and long. Completed to his running back. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the first and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
19, 18, go.
Working inside the red zone. Makes the catch. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints grow their lead yet again. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Downs on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin this drive with Benson. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They look to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Thrown back gets the handoff. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Junior Colson bringing it into that play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
3rd down, and they need to get 10.
Let's go.
3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Come on. Go.
They'll throw to start the drive. To the right and reeled in by Downs. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They give up the kick to Benson, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Here we go. Shot.
They're throwing it. And they pick him off again! And the Saints will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Ready.
Long back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me these 2 defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
That is Jake Bates ready to try to knock this through. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes it a 29-point ball game.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Draw play. This is Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you're more interceptions.
Trying to find Trey McBride. And that brings up 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
It's downfield. He's got it. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Forget that was 4th down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. And that gets him a 1st down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals making the scoreboard look a touch better. Trey Benson, the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That is exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals trail by 22 now. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Running is Martinez. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
Junior Colson on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Leonard. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
St. Brown there to bring it in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Here's Martinez. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Back to the well again. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Saints looking like they'll start this season with a win. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Another carry for him. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Drawn up for it. Setting up for the kneel down on third. He's drawn up for it. So this a win on the road for the Saints. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today. Getting the win in week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. One loss into 2, into 3, and so on. But you get that early win, it can get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings of a season. Can lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front half of the schedule.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Glendale.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fist. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, tree. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went for a drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cut that stuff in the trunk, next time I won't get so. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Had a load of fun on my parents' couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more discreet. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
Outside of Los Angeles, last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me, and I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when King and Candidly, but the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot, well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know, yeah, is that your man? Yeah, 'cause if it isn't, yeah, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. And she said, I have a proposition. If you really want to take me home tonight, I said, what's that? And she said, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. So I sung the heart I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the focus to make sure I hit the notes. And there's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, 'cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician, and if you really want to take me home tonight, it's quite alright. Yeah, she say, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. I'm in over, is it obvious? I'm just trying to figure you out. I want all of you if I'm honest. I'm just trying to figure you out. You're all I need to know. You're all